Yo, what's going on YouTube? Welcome back and welcome to Khris Wrestling Views here on YouTube.com. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to my YouTube channel and join today. Why? Because it is 100% free. So let's get into it. Last night, you guys, we seen that we were gonna have Bianca Belair versus the boss Sasha Banks, and so we started off with the draft. We seen Roman Reigns get drafted to SmackDown. Sonya Deville and Adam Pearce was doing the draft. And so, as you can see right here, you guys, Pat McAfee was very surprised that they keep the Tribal Chief on Fox with, SmackDown, whatever. Then we seen the second person, which was Big E, is on Raw, of course, because he's the WWE champion. Great thing for that. Then Charlotte Flair was the one that surprised me of her getting drafted to Friday Night SmackDown. I know she's going to do good over there, you guys. Then we had the EST of WWE, Bianca Belair, is going over to the Raw brand. Could Sasha Banks be the one go over to the Raw brand? So I really enjoyed it, you guys. So that's round one. And then the head of the table, the Tribal Chief, ends up coming out, you guys, and he was wanting Baltimore to acknowledge him. And so that's when Paul Heyman got the mic and saying, this is the guy that's going to defeat Brock Lesnar at Crown Jewel. Brock Lesnar theme song hit you guys last night, so it was definitely pretty cool to see Brock Lesnar come out. And Brock Lesnar looks a whole lot different than we ever seen him before. And so Roman Reigns ends up doing something to Brock Lesnar, and Brock Lesnar he started punching Lesnar or whatever. And then so Lesnar ends up suplexing the Usos, because the Usos, they were trying to come out to help. So they got taken to Suplex City. Then they got F5. And so Roman Reigns was looking on, you guys, and still trying to wonder what's the thing going on between Paul Heyman and Brock Lesnar. Then, you guys, of course, we seen right here where Charlotte Flair, she was excited that she's on Friday nights now. And you guys, they announced last night on Friday Night SmackDown that it won't take effect until after WWE's Crown Jewel, which is October the 21st. Then, of course, you guys, as we see right here, we had some lame old match. We had Happy Corbin and Kevin Owens. So, you guys, I'm wondering if Kevin Owens is leaving WWE. Is he going to Impact Wrestling? Is he going to AEW? Will he resign with WWE? Will WWE repackage him, or what is going to happen? Because his contract is set to expire at the end of the year. But him losing a match to Happy Corbin like this, it would, which has me wondering what is next for Kevin Owens. Leave down in the comment section below, you guys. But Happy Corbin last night, he ended up picking up the victory over Kevin Owens. And so you see, they had Riddick Moss. I don't call him no MADCAP Moss or whatever they call it. Then we had the second round draft picks, you guys. We got Drew McIntyre going over to Friday Night SmackDown, of course. And so it was good to see Drew McIntyre. I called it because I said that Drew McIntyre was going to go to SmackDown. Then RK Bro is going to stay on Raw. I thought they were going to go to SmackDown. And then we seen the New Day, of course, they get drafted to SmackDown from Raw. Then we see the Rated R superstar Edge, he got drafted to Monday Night Raw from Friday Night SmackDown. So that's the round 2 draft picks, you guys. What do you guys think about the round 2 draft picks and the round 1 draft pick? And as we see right here, Drew McIntyre, he's pointing the sword and said that he's basically going to go after Roman Reigns in his Universal title. So makes it wonder, you guys, will Drew McIntyre have a match with Big E still on Raw? WWE title match on Raw, whatever. Then we seen Seth Rollins was at Edge's house and went in there and did all this other thing. But you guys, it makes me also wonder, will Roman Reigns defeat Brock Lesnar at Crown Jewel? They're putting this out, they're hinting this out too early, you guys. And so Brock Lesnar is a free agent, of course, you guys. And yeah, So of course, like I'm saying right now, Seth Rollins, great superstar. Him and Edge, phenomenal wrestlers. Seth Rollins was at Edge's house and eating apples, drinking orange juice, and all that stuff. And Edge actually said something, you guys. He was talking on the phone with Beth Phoenix, his wife, and he mentioned Daniel and someone else, but those are not TNA. Those are AEW wrestlers that he mentioned, you guys. I'm gonna put a video up about it, so you can see what I'm talking about. And I was like, wow. So he mentioned AEW stars on WWE programming, and it was. And then we had another lame old match right here, you guys, where we had Carmella with some stupid mask on her face or whatever, you guys, versus Liv Morgan. As you see that stupid mask that she's wearing, and she was getting basically roasted, you guys, all over the internet about that mask on Twitter and so on and so forth. But will Carmella be drafted to Monday Night Raw? We'll just have to see. Third round draft picks of the night, you guys. We had Happy Corbin and MADCAP Moss, but I still call him Rick Moss, staying on SmackDown. And then also Rhea Ripley and Nikki ASH still staying on Monday Night Raw. Then this was the surprise one for me, you guys. NXT, well, now former NXT star Hero is now drafted to SmackDown. I'm definitely ready to see what they're going to do. Keith Bearcat Lee is going to stay on Raw. As we seen him last week, you guys, he was like a heel type. He was basically a heel. I'm ready to see what he's going to do this Monday on Raw, and I hope they definitely boost him up. That's round 3 of their draft picks. Then we had a 8-man tag team match where we had the Street Profits and the New Day. Of course, those two teams were just alike, and they were fighting the Alpha Academy and the Dirty Dogs, the team of Robert Roode and Dolph Ziggler. And of course, you guys, as you see right here, Montez Ford was trying to go for like a rollover type pin, but that's when Chad Gable ends up reversing it, you guys, and Montez Ford ends up kicking out. But you guys, I have to say that I wonder if the Street Profits will stay on SmackDown, because I would love to see them on SmackDown. But then again, they may end up going over to Monday Night Raw when they do the draft picks over there. So you guys, because they have too many SmackDown, or so many teams right now on SmackDown that they don't really have any for Raw but RK Bro and AJ Styles and Omos. And you guys, I really want to know what you think about the draft, because I got another one coming up right here. But New Day and New Day Street Profits ends up winning that 8-man tag team match. And, that was a very surprising thing. Montez Ford was trying to do the little train type dance, whatever, but his ribs were still hurting. Then there's the 4th round draft pick, you guys. Sonya Deville didn't want to say Naomi's name or whatever, and I was like, wow. And then Dominic and Rey Mysterio is going over to Monday nights, but seems that is as if, you guys, I'm thinking that Dominic Mysterio is going to turn on his father pretty soon rather than later. Jeff Hardy gets drafted over to the Friday Night SmackDown show. Austin Theory from NXT is drafted to Raw. I hope they don't have him running after the 24/7 championship, which would be pretty crazy for them to do with Austin Theory. So that's the 4th round of the draft picks, you guys. Let me know down in the comment section of what you think about all the 4 draft picks as you've seen. And so Jeff Hardy was getting ready to talk to Caleb Braxton, but Brock Lesnar ends up coming up, you guys. And Brock Lesnar was basically saying because of Paul Heyman that he's a free agent and he can do whatever Brock Lesnar wants to do. And then he dropped the mic like a pipe bomb type thing, you guys. And it was definitely pretty cool to actually see that. And then that's when Roman Reigns heard what Brock Lesnar say. He said, oh, he's the wise man, and so on and so forth. And Roman Reigns started yelling. And look at Paul Heyman, you guys. Paul Heyman was crying like a little bitch over there, you guys. It was so funny. So you guys, after then we was wondering, was the Usos gonna ever get drafted, you guys? And Roman Reigns told Paul Heyman to go over to Monday Night Raw and make sure that the Usos get drafted to SmackDown. And so he said if that don't happen, than leave Paul Heyman for dead or something like that. So yeah, you guys. So we have the women's title match that is scheduled. You guys, we got Sasha Banks versus Bianca Belair versus Becky Lynch for the SmackDown Women's title. Of course, we've seen right here, you guys, where we had Bianca Belair versus Sasha Banks as well. So two phenomenal athletes that they headline WrestleMania. Two black superstars that I appreciate in everything, you guys, showing everything, you know, that they were gonna do. But you guys, at the turning point of the match, Bianca Belair ends up hitting a backflip, and then that's when Bianca Belair spine buster Sasha Banks onto the barricade. She's been gone so long, can't really remember what her name is. And then Becky Lynch ends up holding the hair of Bianca Belair and kind of leaning down on it. And then that's when Sasha Banks ends up doing like a bridge type pin or whatever and picking up the victory. After the match, you guys, I tried to catch it, but we seen Charlotte Flair ends up big booting Bianca Belair and Sasha Banks. And after then, you guys, we seen Charlotte Flair and Becky Lynch standing up and holding the titles up in the air as they close the show. So yeah, you guys, let me know what you think about the draft and all that good stuff, you guys. I appreciate everything that you guys do. Thank you for watching Khris Wrestling here on YouTube.com.